We hope that you find this maintenance video helpful as you do poppet maintenance on your jet edge pump. Turn off electrical power and bleed all water and hydraulic pressure from the system. Disconnect the water connections from the high pressure end cap you are working on. Disconnect the ultra high pressure water connection from the poppet housing. Disconnect the water supply tubing from the water inlet connection on the high pressure end cap. Disconnect the drain tube from the weep connection on the high pressure end cap as well. Disassemble the one end of the intensifier. Loosen each hex nut or cap screw 1/4 turn. Use the pattern shown on page 101 from the intensifier manual. This will relieve the tension on the end cap. Remove the cap screws and washers from the upper mounting holes. Install the end cap support studs to support the end cap cylinder assembly. Remove the remaining cap screws and washers. Double check that all the washers have been removed. If not, remove them and place them on the bolts. Remove the high pressure end cap and high pressure cylinder. Some effort is needed to pull the high pressure cylinder off the plunger. Place the high pressure cylinder on a workbench. Separate the high pressure end cap and high pressure cylinder with a dead blow hammer. Remove the poppet body from the check tube. Use 2 wrenches, one on the flats of the poppet body and the other on the flats of the check tube to loosen the connection. Extract the check spring, high pressure poppet, and check seat from the poppet body and check tube. Remove the cap screw that secures the poppet housing to the check tube. Remove the poppet housing. Inspect the following parts to determine if they should be lapped or replaced: the check tube, inlet poppet, high pressure poppet, and check seat. Proper operation of the poppet assemblies in the intensifier requires clean, smooth metal-to-metal surfaces. Slight corrosion or wear can sometimes be removed by lapping to save and replacing them with new parts. The equipment required is a lapping plate, lapping compound, and 9-micron lapping film. Apply compound liberally to the lapping plate. Rest the part on the plate. Applying light downward pressure, rub the part around in a figure 8 pattern. Clean and inspect the surface frequently. Repeat the procedure, cleaning and inspecting frequently until the surface is bright. Clean the surface with solvent and dry shop air. Finish the surface with lapping film. Be sure the abrasive side of the film is up. Use a figure 8 pattern again to lap. Ensure no traces of lapping compound remain in the water channels and screw holes. Clean the components thoroughly. Clean the high pressure end cap. Some O-ring may be left behind. Check to see if the O-ring needs to be replaced. Apply precision lube to the surface of the check tube that contacts the high pressure end cap. Install the check tube into the high pressure end cap. Assemble the high pressure poppet components. Slide the check spring onto the high pressure poppet. Insert the high pressure poppet and check spring into the poppet body. Apply precision lube liberally to the tapered surface of the check seat. Keep the flat surfaces clean. Place the check seat on an Allen wrench shaft and insert the Allen wrench shaft into the hole in the check tube. Use a dowel to push the check seat off of the Allen wrench and into the check tube. The lubricant should hold the check seat in place temporarily. Slide the gland coupling over the end of the check tube. Apply precision lube to the threads of the poppet body. Thread the poppet body into the check tube. The check seat can shift out of position when the poppet housing is hand tightened. Compare the gap between the poppet housing and the check tube with the same components on the other side of the intensifier pump. If the gaps are not close, the check seat is not in position. Use 2 wrenches, one on the flats of the poppet body and the other on the flats of the check tube to tighten the connection. Install the inlet poppet in the poppet housing and mount the poppet housing to the check tube. Place the inlet pressure poppet in the poppet housing, then place them on the check tube. The spring pin helps to align the inlet poppet and the poppet housing on the check tube. Apply a small amount of precision lube to the threads only of the poppet housing screw. Tighten the screw to 48 inch-pounds. Assemble the intensifier. Clean the high pressure cylinder and install it on the high pressure end cap. Line up the holes of the gland coupling, check tube, and weep hole on the high pressure end cap. Clean the hydraulic end cap of any oil. Slide the high pressure cylinder over the plunger and into the hydraulic end cap. Considerable effort is required to push the high-pressure cylinder into the hydraulic pressure end cap. Be certain the weep hole is orientated to the bottom of the high-pressure end cap. Lubricate the tie rod threads of the cap screws with general-purpose grease. Thread the cap screws and washers into the hydraulic end cap and tighten finger tight. Remove the end cap support studs to install the last two cap screws. Lightly tighten the cap screws. Measure the distance between the hydraulic end cap and the high-pressure end cap in several places to ensure the measurement is the same, indicating the high-pressure end cap is properly installed. Initially torque the cap screws to 25 foot-pounds. Alternate between the patterns of A and B for each torque increment of 25 foot-pounds until 85 to 90 foot-pounds of torque is reached. Double check the final torque. Apply precision lube to the threads. Connect the water supply tubing to the water inlet connection on the coupling gland. Apply precision lube to the threads. Apply precision lube to the threads. Connect the ultra-high pressure tubing to the outlet connection in the poppet body. Perform poppet service to the other end of the intensifier if needed. Turn the power and water back onto the machine. Turn down the high pressure valve on the intensifier pump all the way out. Start the Fusion software and turn the system on. Turn on the hydraulic pump. Manually shift the directional valve 4 times to fill the high pressure cylinder with water. Turn the intensifier pump on and switch to high pressure. While the high pressure valve is set to its lowest setting, run the jet for a couple of minutes. This will prime the intensifier and ensure the intensifier is cycling properly. Slowly increase the pressure to 55,000 psi with the high pressure valve. Verify proper operation with no water or hydraulic leakage. Turn off the water to the cutting head to deadhead the pump and check for leaks. Turn the water on and off to the cutting head several times. Check for any more leaks from the lines and from the black drain tube weep hole. Connect the black drain tube to the weep connection on the bottom of the high pressure end cap. Shut down the intensifier pump.
We hope that you find this maintenance video helpful as you do poppet maintenance on your jet edge pump.